Hey guys, how are you? I hope you guys are doing really well. I hope you guys are doing great. You know, I had to come on to this message because I got a lot of messages, but I don't know if I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it in like one video. But first of all, hi guys, I'm Salem. How are you? I hope you guys are doing really well, right? So I really wanted to like come on because first of all, what's happening in the world right now, it's getting real. Like it's getting real. Like it's getting real. Like what's going on with Palestine, what's going on with the war, what's going on with our climate change, what's going on environmental, and then it's like people are just literally trying to live life at the same time and it's so crazy to me because like yesterday I went to the beach and I went to the like all the way to the like water. Like I went to the water, walked on the sand, and on the sand I'm looking at it and I'm like, why is this sand, like the sand is moist, but where I'm walking to, it's like, why is the sand moist? It's high, like high up towards where you would like, you know, it would usually be dry sand. It's usually dry sand. So I'm like, oh shoot, like sea level, that means that literally the water came all the way up. And this, for the past 2 years, I think, or for the past year, on the beach, they have been adding sand. They had to bring sand to the beach, literally. And they had to add sand to the beach. And they had to add it because okay, so what's happening if you don't remember Hurricane Sandy, there is going to be a natural disaster. I got this message a long time ago. There is going to be another natural disaster. I don't know if it's going to be in New York, but there is going to be. I got this message because I don't even know how it came about. I can't remember exactly how it came about, but all I remember hearing is water. Like all I remember was buy a lot of water, buy a lot of canned food, buy a lot of things that is non-perishable things. And literally, I don't know, it just came in my head and it was just like prepare. And I think that is something that we need to do at this time, is we need to start preparing for another natural disaster. I am not the only prophetess that has had that type of message, that it will flood, that that something's going to happen. But we just came out of COVID. We already know what's happening in our environment, in our world, and it is happening. And literally the sea level is rising. And while it might not be God who sends the flood, but we are hurting our own climate. It's our hands that is hurting the earth. And she is talking back. And she is saying, you need to stop. We need to be aware. We need more education on climate change. This past semester, I have had the privilege to join a environmental welfare, social work and policy class, and it talks about changing policy with climate change. And my professor, she works with the United Nations, which I'm so blessed to have had that opportunity to, you know, get to really like learn from her and what's going on and how the United Nations is taking place. And and this is just New York City is where I'm at. I'm in New York City, and I wish I took a picture. I should have took a picture and just like showed how moist the sand was. I had to be, I don't know how much feet, but I had to be like at least 100 feet away from the sand, and it was moist, like literally, like, and you could tell the water, it was the sea level, because those little sticks and the little things had like the waves of the sea, and I could tell that, okay, this is really happening. And yes, this has happened through rain and stuff, but this is also a part of climate change. Our rain doesn't even happen like how it's used to. And how I know is because I always remembered as April brings May flowers. April showers bring May flowers. And it has been a very, very significant that we need to literally dive into making sure that we are protecting our earth at this time, and that we are making sure that Mother Nature is protected. So please, guys, if you can, try to use your ways to insulate your homes especially for the summertime, to keep it cool. Make sure that you are using more solar power. I know that this goes ahead of just what everyone else is doing, and I think this is exactly why I took the class too, is because I want to inform Black Americans who are living here how to do how to attend to climate change, how to help save the planet from the change that is happening. Because literally, and I know, like, my professor doesn't like to say it, but she showed us a picture and it looked like it's literally from the Bible. And I was like, is that the time? Like, it looks, and now, and the next subject that we get into is what's happening at these graduation ceremonies. This is so, and I totally understand, but to do it at the graduation ceremonies, like, I am like free. I do support it. I'm the type of person, I support both sides, because I can't blame, first of all, this has been going on for years and years. This has been going on since the Bible. Literally, it's in the Bible. If you read, I can't remember if it was Genesis or if it was comes after Genesis. Is the book after Genesis. I cannot remember the book after Genesis for some. Exodus. It's one of them, but I think it's in Genesis. It starts there about the land, and literally, like, it's been in there. But we have to understand that as a social worker, it's so sad that you really can't talk about these things because it's political, and because it can ruin your reputation about talking about this, because you have students who are fighting for the cause and free Palestine. And I totally get that. But then it's like when you are then coming at American Israelis for being Israel and for, still being their ancestors come from that country, I feel like you shouldn't attack that. You shouldn't attack the American Israelis either, because they really don't have a part in it. Their ancestors come from there, but they're born here and they support what's going on here. But just let me get back to the topic, because I don't want to get political. Because that can go in a whole different way. But literally, just what's happening at the graduation ceremonies is really sad, because there's students that have worked so hard. I am one of them, and because they're already like shutting down classes, they're already doing all of that, and this is the end of the semester. And I'm sorry, but in my community, I am a Black woman who has 2 kids born into poverty, who literally has been a self-made rising up queen, who literally had to push herself, who had to push. When I say push, I mean push through depression, anxiety. And I am just one of the other Black women who are going through this and who have went through this. And for people to come to the graduation ceremonies and protest, and for people to come to the graduation ceremonies and, walk out yelling, free Palestine and things like that, I feel like that is the wrong place to do it, because you have people who are here who have literally worked so hard to get themselves out of the mud and graduate with a bachelor's degree, an associate's degree, a master's degree, a doctorate degree. For people to do that at that time, I think is wrong. There's a time, and I think that, I want to speak more about protesting, and there's a time and a place for everything and how to get people attention. And there's certain things that I don't believe with when it comes to protesting. Like, I stand for the protest. I am going to support you. I am going to do all of it. but it's just a time and a place for everything. And it's a way, I feel like I don't know, I see a way of getting to people differently than, and I think it's because I come in humbled. And I feel like when you come in more humbled, you see things differently. When you're and yes, you have to be disruptive, but I don't know. It's good to be disruptive, but it can also, you can ruin in a certain time. I don't know. I feel like there's a time and a place to be disruptive, because I am disruptive. But then it's like, if I'm trying to get certain things to happen, it's like, okay, let's go to a different approach. Let's go to the people who really have the power to really change this, which is, I mean, our own taxes go to, it can go to anywhere. We don't know where it's really going. It says that it's going back into the state, back into the government, but we don't really know that. So we shouldn't be, protesting these our graduations, and we shouldn't. I just feel I don't support that, because it's a lot of people that have been so working hard and who has literally been doing this out the mud, and for their day to get ruined by that, I just feel like that's really unfortunate, especially from their peers. And I totally get it. I do support the same thing, but I also feel like there is why does it have to be at graduation? Why can't it not be, after? Or why does it have to be in the middle of graduation if you want to make a statement? That's supposed to be a celebration moment. And so I wanted to really speak. It's getting real out there. This world is really getting real, and that just brings me God is really okay, he's sending a message, and I feel like he's sending a message, and the message is saying, when are you guys going to open up your eyes? When are you going to see what is happening? When are you guys going to change yourselves and then help change others and then help change this world? Because literally what's going on, if we don't change, it's getting real. It is getting real. And it's so sad, because children are dying, women are dying, indigenous communities are dying, men are dying, people are dying, and people are dying by the hands of what we are doing to ourselves, because we're hurting each other. We went from COVID with everybody saying let's have peace, I don't have my Bible on me. Do I have it in? No, I don't have my Bible, and this is why I need to, I had an extra Bible in here, I took it out, and I don't have my Bible in it, but in Ephesians, I forgot what number it is, I don't know if it's chapter 4, but in Ephesians, it says it's a time for, he's listing, it's a time for everything. It's a time for death. It's a time for birth. It's a time for this. It's a time for that. It's a time for everything. And literally, I'm reading. It's a time to sit, and it's a time to build. It's a time to something, and it's a time to. It's like a time for everything. And I really do think COVID, it was a time for peace. Everybody wanted to we were all happy. We were all good. And then it's right? It's in the middle of us coming together, we're supposed to be unifying, it was supposed to bring more of a unifying circumstance, and then it just turned around, and it was just well, it's wartime, and it's unfortunate, and it's really sad, because people shouldn't be dying. We should be unifying. We should be really unifying. We should be literally trying to figure out how can we each live in a world where we are satisfied with what we have. And I think that too comes to it is isn't it enough? Don't you have enough though? Why do you have to fight more? And that's what it is. It's about power at the end of the day. Everybody is tugging on power. Instead of tugging on the power that they have for themselves, they're so worried about the power that everyone else has around them. And it's why don't you worry about the power that's in you, so you can then focus on that and you grow, instead of worrying about what everybody else is doing, and you're pulling power, you're trying to pull power from them so you can overrule them, you can have authority over them. But then it's no, what about the power over here? So I don't know. I really wanted to get that message out. Also too, I have another message. I don't know. I do support, like, listen, I do support like free Palestine. I do, but then it's also like, it also comes to a point where I'm a black woman. I cannot listen. Black women are already saving this. We are literally already saving America. Like, this country is building on our back. We are like, we already doing it all. Like, you know, so that's, you know, I just wanted to build that message because it's a lot of us. Even in my school, it's right now we are so separated. I have never felt so separated from, and I'm sorry to say it like this, but it's like the black people are, I don't see many of the African Americans in my school attending these meetings about Palestine and about things like that. And I think it's because we are so focused on just getting by throughout the day. Because we are a minority already, we are just getting by, you know. And you know, the Caucasian kids and the Caucasian community and you know, the Asian community, they're like, let's go, let's fight, let's this, which is it's a lot of separation right now. It's a lot of separation, and just even in certain, not in my cohort, because we're like we're like a family, but in the other cohort that just came in, it's a lot of controversy that's going on, and it's really sad. Like, classes are like, things are getting shut down, and we're only like a couple of weeks away from graduation, a couple of weeks away from our classes being ending, and it's like, why are we fighting? Right now it's supposed to be celebration. But I guess also too, I'm only one woman, so I guess also too is like, I can't do much. I can only do what I can do, and I can support, and I can, like, you know, pray. That I can just keep praying, literally, because I'm not even gonna lie to you, I was just telling God, like, God, it's real out here. And I'm like, should I even be working as hard as I am? Because I feel like Jesus is about to come and take me and my children. Like, literally, I'm like, Jesus is about just come. And if Jesus come, and I think that is too, I just love the Lord. I love the Lord, because it's like, if Jesus comes today, me and my kids, we gonna be all right. We gonna be all right. Like, literally, we gonna be all right. Kendrick, like, we gonna be all right. Like, we are going to be all right. And I just thank the Lord, because listen, spiritually, I am covered. So I am good on that basis. Me and my children are covered. So I guess in a way, like, I don't have to worry. But then I was like, do I need to be working this hard? Like, can I just eat or whatever I want? Like, should I still be going to the gym? What should I be doing? Because I want to enjoy at the same time. And I guess everything's in moderation too. A lot of people don't talk about these topics because it's political. And something like, please, everybody know me at school. Listen, they already know. Honey, when y'all see Sierra Myers for president of the United States, just vote for me. Just vote for me, because I am about to, like, I'm about to peacemake this world. I'm about to peacemake this. Like, when y'all see me running for Congress and Senate, just vote for me. Just vote for me. Just vote for me. Because I'm telling you, we're going to be living good out here. We're going to be living good out here. I already got strategies. Like, I already know what to do. This is what we got to do. This is where we got to put the money. No, this is how we do. Like, you got to, like, especially when you come from a community. Listen, and I think that's why kind of being poor is a good thing. Because when you poor, you know how to work through things. You have no other option. It's either you're going to do it or you're not. And when you're poor, you have no other options but to, like, get your mind running. Like, your mind gotta be like, okay, this is how, like, you gotta, like, know how to, math might not be my subject, but I damn sure know how to calculate some stuff, and this is what you gotta do, this is what you gotta learn. And being poor in a way is a blessing, because it gives you like, people who have everything handed to them, they don't have to think about how to get themselves out of a bind. They just use money. They just use whatever they got. But when you're poor, and when you come from nothing, you got options. Like, okay, this is what I gotta do. You know how to, so literally, and then being in, being a social worker, becoming a licensed therapist, like learning the techniques, learning all of that. I'm learning how to do what to do, how to do it from a perspective that nobody else can see, because it's not for them to see, it's for me to see. And just to put it out there, and then to put it out there, it's like, do you get me? Because you're gonna find people that get you. Do you get me? All right, I get you. This is how we gonna do it. So vote for me, vote Ciara for president. Maybe like what, let's say 2044. Let's say 2044. 2044, Ciara for president, okay? Ciara for president. But yeah. So yeah, so that's a message. And then also too, today I wanted to say faith is going to be tested. And when your faith is tested and somebody is trying to, your integrity, like somebody is trying to knock down your integrity and, lie on you and have dishonor and be dishonoring even to them. When somebody else doesn't hold integrity against themselves, your faith is being tested in that time. It's because the enemy wants you to think that, oh yeah, this is how everyone is going to see you, as a liar, as dishonesty, that you're not telling the truth. But God sees everything. I just want y'all to know that God sees. When you make that snark remark behind somebody's back, God sees it. When you thinking about you don't like this person, how much you don't like this person, how much you hate this person, when you call people names, God hears and sees it all. And you will reap what you sow. You will reap what you sow. You give good, you're going to get back good. When you give evil, you're going to get back evil. When you do bad, you will get back bad. And the wicked ones, I wish I had my Bible on me. I should have brung it. I didn't think to bring it because I was just literally, I was just like, the message just got to come. And when you're speaking evil, doing evil, being spiteful, trying to get back revenge, trying to have vengeance, and that ego, and the devil use you for it. Oh, honey baby, God's wrath is very mighty. And he is going to, and the craziest thing is, you ain't even going to see the wrath coming. It's just going to hit you. And when it hits you like a ton of bricks, and the building starts to crumble and the tower starts to happen, you then see that, yeah, then you know where it comes from. So when people are trying to display you as dishonest, or display you as you don't know what you're talking about, or you haven't been honest, or you have been doing wrong, when people try to display you as something else other than what you are, listen, one thing people cannot take your worship. People cannot take your integrity. People cannot take your morals. People cannot take your character. People cannot take what you do. People cannot take who you are, your respect, the personality that you have, the persona that you have, the light that you carry. People cannot take that away unless you let them take it away. And I just want to display this message of like, please do not let people try to take you away. Because, and you know what's so sad is that it's so sad that the enemy will try the weakest. They will go to the bottom just to see what you were going to do. And in that time, you hold your composure. In that time, you remember who God is and what God does. Because I'm telling you, God is going to show up for you. The Lord is going to show up for you. And that is the test of faith. Faith listen, you're gonna be your faith is gonna be tested, because God wants to know, are you gonna now then take it into your own hands, or are you still going to keep your eyes on me? Are you still gonna get into my word? Are you still gonna pray at the end of the day? Are you still gonna praise me for how far I've gotten you at the end of the day, whether you failed or whether you prospered? Are you still going to? And he wants to know. That is the test of faith, because he's gonna send tests. He's going to. But it's up to you to really say, listen, I ain't going to do that, but I'm going to go. Listen, God said this. I'm going to keep on my eyes. This is what, because you, and even I was earlier today, I was listening to something, and she said, you gotta remember what God told you from the beginning. Remember the promise that he told you. Remember what he told you from the start. Even if something is going bad, remember what he told you. And in that time, you have to remember what God told you. You have to remember. So please, if you are going through any circumstances where your image is being tested and where people are trying to tell you who you are, let them speak, because God is the one who is going to have the last laugh at the end of the day, and the enemy is going to fall, and the brick is just going to hit them. So that was the messages. I hope I didn't offend anybody, because I'm very much at peace. I try to be peacemaker, but it's certain things that it's just like, come on now, y'all doing too much. And I really do feel like, with all of this protesting and stuff, it's at the graduations, it's out of hand. I totally get it, but people work hard, and I am one of those people. I am self-made, from the mud. I am self-making myself, and I don't feel like my celebratory moment should be ruined because of that. So, yes, please, listen, guys, give me a couple of time. It's getting there. I have some new stuff coming out. I'm working on some new stuff. Oh, yes, and I'm also, the next video that I'm going to do, hopefully this week, hopefully it's this week, because I'm just trying to finish up with my finals and stuff, but I am going to be doing a video on how I got through. If you are watching this long, first of all, thank you, because it's been about to be 27 minutes. Thank you so much for watching this long. If you have, I appreciate you. And please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Also, I am going to be doing a video about how I got through my master's degree without having a full-time job, and letting you guys know the tips and tricks on how I did that, and how I was able to still pay for my car, pay for my bills, being able to still provide for my children, being able to keep myself afloat. I'm not luxurious, but I got some times when I was luxurious. I had some times when I was luxurious. It's not, listen, we all go through seasons, right? But I'm gonna share that, because I feel like it's a lot of Black women out here, a lot of single moms, and they're grinding, and I meet a lot of women that say, I want to go back to school, but I don't know if I could do it, and I have these kids. And so I'm gonna show you guys how you can still go back to school, have your kids, and also work. And there's a lot of resources out there, especially for minorities, Black and brown women. I'm always encouraging. I know education is not for everybody, but listen, for me, education is everything. I've always loved school. That's always been my space. That's always been I flourished at it. I was great at it. I was good in it. It was something that I always loved. I loved being in school. Literally, I would be in school all the way from morning to at night. That, my whole school life, my whole school career, from little girl to even now, I'm always at school. I loved it. I love being around people who wants to learn. I love being around that's where I flourish. I love people who feed into me, my teachers, my professors. I've always loved that. So I know school's not for everybody, but I still encourage people, listen, what you want to do, because yes, you think that school might not be for you, but you can get some skills from there. And also that's when ideas start hitting you, because you have multiple people around you that is feeding into you, like, you know. So and it's a start to somebody who doesn't have much. If you don't have much, and it's like, you know, it's a start to something. It can build you into a multi-million billionaire. It can build you into a multi-billionaire company, but it also too, you know, you don't also need it. You can build a multi-billionaire company without it too. But, you know, I just encourage people that I just believe that learning, education is definitely something that is like, I don't know, I learned a lot. And that's why education is good for me, is because I learned about myself while doing it, which a lot of people don't get a chance to learn about themselves. I got a chance to heal. I got a chance to observe for who I am. I got a chance to learn about the mind and how the mind works, and why certain people don't have resilience, and why certain people bounce back, and why certain people just, you know, they need a little bit of more pushing, more guiding. I learned a lot of that. And I think that's, if you're like me, then, you know, you're gonna love school, because you love to learn about yourself. I think I'm gonna be in education for the rest of my life. That is something that I will be in for the rest of my life, because I like to learn. Even when I'm old, it's gonna be something I'll find to go to school for. Even in my 80s, my 90s, my 100s, I'm still gonna be like, listen, I want to learn about this. Let's go. Like, teach me. Like, even, no lie, I'm thinking about even going to like learn about how to fix cars. Like, I've been thinking about that over the last year, because I'm like, first of all, I need to learn like how to do these things, and I don't have people to teach me. So why not get an education and then, make a little business? There's not that many women that know how to fix a car. That's a business, baby. Like, I'm gonna be in my little bikini. Come, let me fix your car. Come, let me fix your car. And then me, like, if you know me, oh my God, I'm gonna be waving my hands like, come, babe, let me fix your car. I'm gonna be looking hot fixing cars. Like, what? Like, I'm gonna be like, what? Come on now. Who not gonna support my business? Like, come on. Like, literally, that is something I've been thinking about, is like going back to school and fixing cars. Like, I'm thinking like, damn, that's something to really be like smart in. Electric and tires, all of it. Like, stuff about that. Like, I've been thinking about all of these things, because it's like, this is so needed. Like farming, you can take a couple of, like, you know, how to do stuff. Like, that's really easy, because on YouTube, people, like, that's the kind of thing. But, you know, like how to birth, like I want to deliver. I've been waiting for a woman to just like go into labor randomly in front of me, because I am going to be all up in there. Baby, I'm not a doctor, but are we going to get through this together? I had 2 kids. We going to go. I want to deliver a baby. These are things that I'm like, yes, I need to take a class. Like, I'm about to deliver some babies. Like, listen, I might not be a doctor, but that's okay. We gonna get through it. Like, the doctors are like, oh my God, please don't, like, don't do that. Don't be out here. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was one time in a nail salon, and a lady, she was like, she had her baby, like, I guess she was like having a little bit pain. I was like, girl, you ready? Because I'm ready. When you ready, I'm ready. So when you ready to deliver, I'm ready, girl. Let me just wash my hands. We already got towels. We need some hot water. I am like Big Mama, ready to go. Like, I am like that type of woman. Like, listen, I'll push women. Let's go. Okay, you ready? Listen, we're gonna figure it out together. We're gonna figure this out. But I've always wanted to do that. Like, so yeah, these are just certain things. It's just certain things, you know. So yeah, so that's my little spiel. Oh, if you guys are still watching for this long, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. The energy is good. Yeah, the energy is good, but don't let nobody like F up your faith. Like, don't be letting nobody take your faith away, because I'm telling you, like, God covered you this far. It's a reason why. Like, and you can't stop. And I had to tell myself bitch, you can, and that's okay. Sometimes I come out, listen, sometimes I be like, bitch, you got, because I'm my own best friend, bitch, you gotta get out. Like, you got to go. Like, and I've been hearing, let's get it started and let's get it started and here. I've been hearing that song for the last couple of weeks, and I'm like, yeah, it's time for you to get started. It's time for you to get started. Like, it's time for go mode. Okay, it's okay, sweetie. It's time for go mode. Okay, it's time for go mode. And God is saying go. Even though I'm saying, like, can I just sit and eat brownies? And like, do I have to go to the, like, do I have to do this? Do I have to do that? Like, are we like, aren't this world about to like go? But then it's like, God is like, no, not until I say so. And then I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, let me just do whatever I gotta do. Let me just obey and be good until Jesus comes, and then I'll be good. And I'll still be good. Either way, I'm gonna be good. So that's the video. That's the message. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, comment, whatever. I am doing personal readings, book a reading with your girl. If you want to have some fun, and if you want to tap in. Tap in. Okay? See you later. Bye.